Hi, I'm Bethany Wallace, Content Manager for College Recruiter. At College Recruiter, we believe every student and recent graduate deserves a great career. We create a quality candidate and recruiter experience. Our interactive media solutions connect students and grads to great careers. I'm here today with the Workplace Group. In addition to their recruitment outsourcing and project-based hiring services, they have a specific expertise in college recruitment. I'm joined by experts Dr. Steve Lindner, Executive Partner, and Dr. Domniki Demetriadou, Partner and Director of Assessment Services, to discuss insights on their college recruitment experiences. Welcome, Steve and Domniki.
Thank you, Bethany.
Hi, Bethany.
Hi. Okay, so you mentioned objectives, Domniki, and what you're willing to invest. So once you know what your objectives and resources available are to carry out that college recruiting program, what are some tips that you have for identifying schools to recruit from?
Again, if you are a company that has done college recruiting before and your targets and objectives are pretty similar with the past, you have historical data to go to that will get you rolling in a pretty good head start. I think for novices or companies that are new into this college recruiting or they want to expand on their college recruiting, I think once you identified what your objectives are and what resources you need, it's a time to do an environmental scan. Look at what universities are out there, and typically at the Workplace Group, our clients use pretty similar and consistent requirements, and I'm sure that's not unique to our clients. One of the factors, for example, is geography. We have a client that needs to do a lot of STEM hires, but they're all in a particular location where it's like a development center. We try to keep within the local or regional area unless there is such a unique skill that we need to go outside the geography. Of course, if you have, an extra super large budget, the sky's the limit. You can go wherever you want. But if you are limited, as most companies with budget, I think geography plays a big role. Also in terms of travel expenses, as well as for your staff, as well as travel expenses for bringing students in for final interviews or relocating them for the internship or the new hire. Another factor is diversity. If you have a diversity goal, particularly in the STEM areas, making sure you identify enough colleges that have a diverse enough population, and in this case, we typically talk about females, Steve.
Yes, yeah,
more than anything else.
And that's a great question on selecting, which I'm sure we'll get to in another part of our discussion. But I also wanted to add that many of our clients are national employers. So here at the Workplace Group, it's not uncommon for us to be going out to recruiting literally from hundreds of colleges in order to bring in enough of the diversity, enough of, for example, female engineers, if that's an important target. It's not an unusual target these days, or even in finance. And so if you have a national presence, then you can think about national schools, and you ordinarily would tier these schools into some categorical fashion. So again, another good topic for us to discuss as we continue.
Right. So, when we look at schools, we'll look at geography, to assemble our original kind of wish list. We'll look at diversity. We'll look at things such as degrees and curricula, based on what our businesses say they want. If they want, let's say, MBAs, and we have local schools with MBAs, but they're a manufacturing company, but all our local schools do MBAs in high finance. We know we won't be able to attract from our local area. So, geography gets impacted. So you need to have the different dimensions that are important to you from the start, and then start canvassing the university environment and pull things that match to what you're looking to accomplish. So again, that's a good start, I think.
So Bethany, just to sum this up, we start with identifying the objectives for doing college recruiting. Then we look and discuss our resources, both financial and people. That's our own recruiting team as well as our hiring team. And then we're going to talk about school selection and the process of whether we go local, regional, or national.
Okay.
And I think that's a pretty good start for most people embarking on this.
Okay, those are really great tips from the workplace group about college recruiting and beginning your own college recruiting program. If you have more questions about college recruiting, you can visit the workplace group at www.workplacegroup.com. You can also follow our blog at collegerecruiter.com and follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube.